I'm not picking my hair, I'm picking at my underwear. Picking at my underwear here on the beach, not there. Like Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong hit the bong, singing on this song. Singing on this song while I'm hitting on a bong, and every other man would say that what I'm doing is wrong.
It's pretty terrible.
King Kong. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. You're not gonna have the questions in this movie, right? It's just gonna be my answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you start surfing?
Started surfing in 2002 or 2001. I was 11, 10 years old, I still remember the first time I caught a wave. Or not even. I don't remember the first time I caught a wave. I remember the first time I actually rode a wave. Took it left. I'm goofy foot, and I used to think it was cool when like surfers would just fall, like free fall into the water, and not like use their hands or anything, and they'd fall into like into like 2-inch shallow water. Like I thought that's what surfers did. So like I would ride it all the way until my fins hit the sand, and then I would just literally fall flat into the water. For some reason I thought that was cool. For some reason I thought I had seen surfers do that, and so I did that, and then I realized how stupid it was. Meanwhile, I was wearing like a 1980s disco wetsuit. My first wave was in York.
Where? What?
York Beach, Maine.
At Long Sands?
At Long Sands.
What was the day like?
It was a sunny day. Beach was pretty packed. There's about 50 people in the surfing area, because that was when the surfing area was only, what, 120 yards long on the south end of the surfing area. There's like 50 people in the water, and I was riding our little Bic, and that we had purchased just a couple months earlier. Having surfed in other places, living in California for a while, I to this day will say that my best sessions have been at Long Sands, and in York in general, and probably at the Rivermouth too. But I don't know if it's because there's more sentiment there or what, but my time in the water in York is like I never want to get out of the water. Right? Like I grew up there. I grew up surfing there. That's where I learned how to surf. So there's some nostalgia there, I think. You know, from growing up, from waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and checking the river mouth, and then checking Long Sands and going where the surf is best.
Why is York such a cherished place for the event?
Well, we all grew up surfing in York. Like there's a group of kids that all grew up, you know, learning how to surf in that water, and you know, just countless memories, getting down to the beach, having fun at night, spending time in the water and out of the water, at the surf shop, and eating nachos grande, and going back in the water, like rocking the wetsuit all day long when we were kids, just chafed up, in the water, out of the water, eat, in the water, out of the water, eat, pass out, and then you get the best night's sleep. And we were all doing it, and we were all on the same page. And that was at a point when literally none of us were thinking about, we literally were thinking about just that minute, and then maybe the next surf session.
Do you think that sentiment carries over to the Big Andrew?
So I think that, you know, all of us kind of being from that same spot, growing up and all in the same relative age bracket, then you know, we all kind of have that same feeling. It was kind of you know, we had a nice community, and now, you know, we were able to you know, keep Andrew around and have a good time doing it. And everybody who's involved with it sees the benefit of it, and that's, I think, most of the reason why everyone's doing it is because not only is it fun to surf and be in a contest and get fun free stuff and win a contest and whatnot, but you know, the benevolence of the contest and the whole underlying purpose of it, to be able to write that check to the hospital and help out a bunch of people. And it's really hard to understand how much those checks really do mean to people, aside from just the financial aspect. There's a sort of moral support that is brought to these patients when we're able to write a check and help them out. And a lot of these people don't have a lot of moral support through this very difficult period in their lives when they're facing death and you know, day in and day out sickness, and it's difficult, and there's obviously a lot going on, and some of them are very lonely, and you know, others just don't have the resources they need to go out and buy, you know, food for their family or put gas in their car. So little things like this help measurably, and to have an organization like ours that brings the community together, and we all come together and we put this on, and then we're able to help them out. That support means the world to these people. That there's someone outside of their realm that cares about their situation and what's going on, and you know, that we all put the time into helping them out. Big Andrew 2012, Long Sands Beach, York, Maine. Raffle, surf contest, stand-up paddle relay, barbecue, paddle out, fundraiser. See you there.